fun fact about me. Yes, Goosebumps are dummies. Fun fact about me, indeed. I'm a doctor. Yeah, I have a PhD in being a fucking doctor. My official doctor name is Professor Aneurysm Inducer. So, you look a little sweaty, you know, a little scared of me now. Maybe I should shove this thermometer up your ass. Hey everybody, Goosebumps are dummies here, back at it again with another video, and today, continuing the comic review up on thing, we are closing the Dr. Maniac franchise, because I've reviewed 3 and 1, and now we're going to the sequel, even though none of these are really connected, besides the fact that they have Dr. Maniac. Dr. Maniac, we'll see you now. Yeah, it's a pun on the fact that he's called Dr. Maniac, and it does play into the book ever so slightly into the climax, which is commendable, you know, unlike Birthday of Party of No Return, where it's like, it doesn't make sense. And it's a good title. Dr. Maniac, will see you now. It's always one of my favorite Most Wanted titles. One of the most solid, good cover arts, I feel, for Most Wanted. I mean, it's just a full body, without legs, of Dr. fucking Maniac holding a little poster of himself, which is strange. I think it might be a comic, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, really cool. As well as, used to be one of my favorite Dr. Maniac stories and Most Wanted stories. And let me tell you, it might still be. I'm gonna piss a lot of people off, because this is actually a really hated book from the Most Wanted series. But to be fair, even if I hated it, it doesn't change the fact that Most Wanted is a pretty shitty series. So, let's get to the blurb. Enough of my blab. The villains you want to have, the books you have to read. Same blurb for every damn one of these Most Wanteds. Richard Dreezer. Really? Dick? And then last name Dreezer? Fucking horrible. Loves reading comic books. He spends a lot of his time at the comic book museum in his neighborhood. He even dreams of being a superhero of strange and amazing powers. But when the insanely devious Dr. Maniac appears in the real world, Richard has his hands full. Of what? Shit? If Richard doesn't do something fast, everything he knows will be destroyed. But how do you reason with a maniac? Richard better figure it out fast, because the doctor is now insane. Was that a Charlie Brown reference there? Either way. Good book. Very good book. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really like this book. And even if I didn't rate it as highly as I did, I can still praise it a lot for being really fun. Yeah, and of course, Dr. Maniac, great character. And he adds to the story, thankfully, of course. A lot, too. He's what helps us score a decent amount, as well as just the general funness of the book. I'm already getting into upsides, so let's just get there. The upsides are going to go pretty decently quickly, I'd say, so let's just plow through this. Pretty simple upsides here. Basically summed up what I feel about the book when it comes to positives in the blurb. Dr. Maniac Prime. Absolute best tier. I think Dr. Maniac is at an all-time high, and this is easily his best appearance in any Dr. Maniac story. And minor spoiler for my comic ranking, whenever that comes, probably in a few months, and my Dr. Maniac ranking, which also probably comes in a few months. This is easily the best one of the 3. And that's a huge hot take, because a lot of people hate this book. I just don't. I really like it, honestly. And it's just because Dr. Maniac's right up my alley as a character and a villain and just everything he is. It's really fun to read about. Just this insane motherfucker who can also fly around and is also a mad superhero, or maniacal, I guess. Yeah. Really like Dr. Maniac's character. You can already see him in my top 10 Goosebumps villains ever ranking, so you know how I feel. And this is why. This is his best appearance, I feel. And his last for a while on this channel. Rest in peace until my ranking, and my Giga ranking, and my comic ranking. But whatever. Moving on, the book is really fun, and that's also thanks to Dr. Maniac, but also because there's really good characters and other villain cameos that aren't really cameos, they're one-time shows in this book, as well as the Purple Rage, who is also in here. He was in Dr. Maniac 1, Dr. Maniac vs. Rowley Shorts, so pretty cool. I really like a few of the villains that are in here. Of course, they're one-times, like I said, and of course Purple Rage, and Dr. Maniac, no shit. As well as the main character, and the side characters, which all have a common trait. They're fucking assholes, or usually are, you know, displayed as not good characters to read about. Kind of like Terror the Terribles, all in different shapes and forms. And I mean that literally. Terror the Terribles, with the same esque twist. Yes, moving on. The twist. Excluding the final page for now, we'll get to that in a minute. Say it every fucking review now. The twist is great. The twist ending involves this character, Richard, deciding, fuck this world that I live in. He hates everybody there, and that is a huge theme in the book, is that he hates a lot of these people that he has to live with and deal with, who were assholes to him, partially because he's a comic geek, and just among other things. But they usually just aren't fond of him, and he doesn't like them back, or for other reasons. He just does not like his life. And then he decides when he's in the comic world, he's gonna fucking stay there because he gets superpowers there, which is like, hell yeah. I completely see his reasoning for that too. Pretty nice twist ending there. He gets what he wants in the end. Until the very end. Oh, fuck. But also, there's some great sequences involving Dr. Maniac and other villains. The midway portion of the book is awesome with how much shit is going on. Not too chaotic, but not too subtle. It's very, climactic in a way. Even if it's kind of slowly edging to one thing. Well, let's get to my downsides. Now for my downsides, I have just a few things to say. Also, this book can be mildly repetitive. That's not the biggest issue here. I think the biggest issue in this entire book is probably the intro and outro to this book. Now, I already praised the outro, but there's one little detail that fucking fucks up the ending. And it's reverse terrible. Literally, in this case, almost. This kid's little brother is also in the comic world. He never left too, and he didn't realize it. And let me tell you, he fucking hates that little shit. And it's just like, really? Ruin that really, cool-ass ending. One of the most reasonable character decisions, as dumb as it is. Because, it's a fucking kid's book. It's a good ending. And then that happens, like, this character can't catch a break. I mean, for fuck's sakes. Now he has to take care of his little brother for all eternity. Or for as long as he lives in that world. I don't know if you're immortal or not, but whatever. That's annoying. It's just an annoying ending. And the intro, which does come into play later, is really bizarre. It involves a visit to the doctor. And not Dr. Maniac. It is not Dr. Maniac. At least I don't think it was. It was just a really strange visit to Dr. Vet. Did mean something by the end. It's just like, why? It's so weirdly thrown in there. And it just feels like, at the time at least, an excuse to, make the book slightly more scary and kind of filler, in a way. Ooh, scary doctor visit, but weird stuff going on. The first 20 pages, then you actually go in. So the first 20 pages of this book are not very good, in my opinion. But yeah, all pacing issues as well. Like I said, it's kind of slowly going, I'm using that word again, to one goal towards the middle of the book, even though that part is great with all the, cool villains and shit you get to see there. It's a little slow, pacing issues. The intro and outro have some bad things about them, being weird or shitty taste left in your mouth after you finish the book. But of course, I reflect on it and I'm like, it's still a great book, even if it's flaws, which don't affect it much. So let's get to the rating. Here we go, everybody. If you hate this book, run, because I'm about to give you a scary rating. 9 out of 10. It was really good. I had a blast with this. I blasted through this entire thing in one night because I really enjoyed the entire thing. At least I think it was one night. I might have finished in the morning after, but either way, I was flying through this thing back when I read it, and I believe July or June last year. Reread it, sorry. Yeah, really good book. Great shit here. Hope you guys enjoyed this book review, and tell me what you think of Dr. Maniac. We'll see you now down below. And if you excuse me, I have to go see a new patient. Bye. Curly, my boy. I am Professor Aneurysm Inducer. And Curly, my boy. Damn. This needle, normal, completely normal, average needle, is going to get full up your scrotum area. Specifically, the little area between your bumhole, or where it would have been, because you're all fucking bones, and your pee-pee. This will cure your cancer. Hopefully. Not that it can do anything worse. Yeah. Inject. Well, that tumor didn't go away in the back of your head, boy. Oh, he's dead. Not that he wasn't before. Serum tastes like Mountain Dew. How do you make this shit again?